Everything he did in that move was stupid. Is he a stupid kid? No. Not by no means. He just made a mistake. I'm not here putting him down. I'm telling you about the situation and what made that kid do that day. And it's called being desperate as fuck. And that's when you look at me and you go, oh, yeah, Joey's probably not getting high as much. Joey's lifting. No. That feeling around me was crushing me as a fucking man. That weight was crushing me. That I had people around me that were ready to do that at any time. Wait, you think that was the girl that sucked my dick at the Comedy Store? You think that was the first girl that went down to the Comedy Store to suck dick to get spots or for a comic to take her on the road? You're going to hear 1,000 fucking stories. Listen, the Comedy Store, they did a documentary of it, and there was one thing I was proud of that they threw in there, just so the people at home knew part of that background. Yeah, Mitzi fucked some of the comics for stage time. Was it stage time? No. It was that she was a sexual fucking woman. She was a sexual beast. If you looked at her when she was younger, Mitzi was a piece of ass. No disrespect to Paulie or Peter. I'm just telling you what I saw from, the pictures or whatnot like that. I heard little stories. I heard little rumors. I didn't have to eat a pussy to fucking get spots. But if she came to me with an ultimatum, eat my pussy to get spots, it's not like you're sucking somebody's dick. I'm going to take that pussy to the grave, Jack. I'm going to suck all the yin juice out of that fucking thing. I'm going to take half the clit off as a souvenir and buy it. I'm going to get spots to the end of the day. Maybe I would have done it. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I just want to tell you about the desperation that I lived around and one of the things that made me double take of where I was living. Because that was the common thread. That was the little air, is that desperation. There were little things happening that I would say, why the fuck is this happening? I did that show on Showtime that was based off the Comedy Store, whatever the fuck it was. Loosely, it was Jim Carrey's show. He wasn't in it. He was the executive producer. I recurred on it. I did like 3 episodes. It didn't matter. I don't even know what I was going to say to you motherfuckers. It didn't matter about, the 3 episodes or whatever the fuck I did. I forgot what I was going to say. Who the fuck gives a fuck? It's towards the end anyway. You know what I'm saying? I proved my point. We covered fucking... we covered a lot of things today. How's that for you? We covered we covered Mitzi's muffler. We covered Jesse Smollett. We covered fucking addiction. We covered it all. But no, what I'm trying to say to you people was I did that show for Showtime, and I forget they had a little rap party. And I remember going to the rap party, guys. And it was a Monday night, and I told my wife, you know what, let's do a date night. Let's get the babies out, I'll take you with me. I haven't gone to one of these things. These people were nice enough to put me in their fucking show. The least I could do is just go down there and fucking be a gentleman. And, let me tell you something. I walked in there. As I was leaving, I saw Jim Carrey. I mean, I didn't go to see Jim Carrey or whatever. In my life, I saw Jim Carrey like 2 or 3 times. I never had a conversation with him or anything. But it was so funny. I was standing there. And I'm eating these fucking hors d'oeuvres or whatever the fuck that they had. And I'm talking to my wife. I'm looking at my wife. I'm going, look at all the people that are here. This is a rap party. And the people that were in the show, like I did my scenes with Melissa Leo. Who the fuck you think you're dealing with? You know Uncle Joey could work opposite anybody, motherfuckers. So I did my scenes with Melissa Leo. When I did my scene with her, I talked to her a lot when we were in the room. We talked about different movies she had been in, but I didn't get a chance to thank her. So I wanted to thank her. I went down there just basically to thank the producers to put me in the show and to thank Melissa Leo for giving me a fucking acting lesson that day in that room. And I didn't see Melissa Leo, I didn't see her at all. But what I did see was 150 fucking people that had nothing to do with the show that was just there. Like, hi, how are you? And I'm like, what are you doing here? Were you in the show? And I wasn't trying to be mean to them or nothing. I would just say to them, I didn't know you were on the show. And they would go, no, We just got invited. We crashed the party. And I'm like, what? What is the point of you crashing this?
I'm dying up
I'm dying up here. The stars are all here. Santino's here. Eric Griffin's here. Fucking the little kid from Almost Famous is here. The black dude is here. They're the stars of the show. The girl, the cute little blonde. What the fuck are you doing here? Like, there were so many people that didn't fucking belong there. I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Why are you here? What is the fucking point here? So, that was it. Part of that, the fucking Jussie Smollett thing. You know, and again, you're like, Joey, Jussie Smollett a year later? I want you to think about what that fucking dude did. That's part of what lives in L.A. That's part of it. You know, and he don't have a hole. Look at, half of it is being desperate, and the other half is looking to fill the hole. That's why Bikram Yoga, that's why NXIVM, and that's why Scientology are fucking filthy rich. Because half of them are desperate, and the other half, you gotta fucking fill that fucking hole that whatever the fuck happened to them in their childhood, or they gotta be friends with people, or jump up and down with white people and wait for Martians. I don't fucking get it. I'm just happy to be the fuck out of there. I miss my friends. I miss California. I miss the weather. I miss the beaches. I miss everything about it. But it was time to move on, and we're here. I miss the church. I miss Lee. But it's Uncle Joey's joint now. And now we move forward, and we're going into 2021. And I'm just here to tell you one thing, guys. I love you motherfuckers. Whether you're on Patreon or not, whether you just support the podcast, whether you listen to it on Apple, whether you watch it on fucking iTunes or YouTube, whatever the fuck I'm saying, thank you very much for supporting me. I'm here for you guys. We crack a few jokes, we talk about a few fucking subjects, and we move the fuck on. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm just here to keep you above water during these difficult fucking times. If you get a giggle, if you can learn one thing, fuck it. If not, tell me, Uncle Joey, go fuck yourself and move on to a different podcast. But if you watch this today, I'm fucking happy. And I'm going to keep doing this podcast, even with the knee surgery. I'm going to be here Christmas week when you need me the most, because that's when people really get down. And there's nothing to be down about, guys. You're alive, you're kicking, you're not in a fucking hospital. And even if you are, you're not fucking dead. You got everything you need. There's people out there that are missing limbs. There's people out there that aren't eating. There's people out there that are really having a hard time. If you're there sitting there feeling sorry for yourself, fuck that. Uncle Joey's here. Never fear. You got the world by the balls, and the world don't owe you nothing. It's time for you to get up and get out. 2021 is here. 2020 was a wash for everybody, not just you. Everybody went down the fucking toilet. So stop feeling sorry for yourself. Grab that fucking joint. Go grab your wife, eat her asshole, and have a fucking great week, all right? I'm happy you tuned in today to Uncle Joey's joint. It is what it is. In time, when it says guest and all this shit, we'll pick it up. Even the fucking, it's even getting difficult to Zoom with a bitch these days. COVID is coming through the fucking Zoom. So, we're here every Monday and Wednesday. If you want more of Uncle Joey, go to Patreon, $3, $5, $10. If you want merch, it's $15. Hopefully we get the shirts out to you by Christmas. I'm working really hard. And beside that, that's it and that's that.